Hey everybody, I'm Chris at Wolf Ridge Manufacturing. A lot of people have asked and curious what I do outside of work. Well, for 7 years, 6.5 years or so, I didn't do anything outside of work. I didn't have anything outside of work. And this year I decided to make a change and get back to one of the things I really enjoy is getting out and doing some fishing. You know, starting a business, you got to make some sacrifices. You got to, put your nose to the grindstone. And now that we have 20 good employees and, things are starting to roll, we got parts coming in, we're getting machines built, getting them out the door. It's time that I can get back to, living a life again instead of just, being at work every day 24/7. I don't know, you guys known over the last few years, I really tried to, be really good at communication, whether it's 8 o'clock at night, on a Sunday night or whatever the case may be. But at some point, the stress level just gets to you, and you gotta have some kind of release. And luckily, I was able to find a boat this year. It was amazing that it was even in stock, but I did find a boat. I ended up buying a 17.5 foot aluminum bass boat. I like bass fishing. There's a lot of guys that enjoy walleye fishing, cat fishing, whatever the case may be. That's what I like to do. I used to do a lot of hunting, back when I had a real job and I didn't have to, didn't have so much going on. I had a normal job. You'd clock out at the end of the day and you could go, do whatever you wanted, and you didn't have to think about 700 other things that are going on. So I kind of gotten away from bow hunting just because I would sit in a tree stand and I would think about all the things that I need to do tomorrow, and why am I wasting time sitting in a tree stand, just sitting there and, not really enjoying it. Fishing still is enjoyable for me because you're acting, you're casting, you're moving the boat around, you're fiddling around with stuff, so it kind of keeps your mind focused on what you're doing, not all the other things that are back at the shop that need to get done. You don't have people calling your cell phone, hey, I want to order a machine while you're sitting in a tree stand. And I'm guilty of answering that call while I'm sitting in a tree stand at 5:30 at night on a, October 31st, when that big buck could be sitting there watching me thinking, what a dumbass. But in any case, my lovely wife told me today, hey, you've worked for 2.5 weeks straight. Go get in your boat and go do some fishing. So here we are, 3:30 in the afternoon. I left work a little early. Gonna go try some fishing today. A cold front came through. We had some storms last night. It's pretty windy out of the northwest. So I'm gonna try and hit a little small lake and see if I can't, latch onto a couple of largies or a smallmouth. I'm not even sure where I'm going yet, but the fact is I'm not at work, and I can go play and see if I can't catch anything on this kind of a weird weather day for the fish. I'm sure that's going to be kind of tough fishing, but we'll go try it. Hang tight, maybe we'll catch something. boys, we made her to the lake. We had some good tunes along the way. I typically like to fish where nobody else is around. And these little county lakes, the little pothole lakes, some places in Wisconsin, you can get away from the crowd and show you what we're looking at here. Tiny little lake, no dock, barely room to get your trailer backed in here. You can see she's pretty windy out today, and I don't know how well we'll do. So if I don't catch anything today, maybe I'll just post some pictures of the fish I caught earlier this year, and we'll improvise. All right, so here we are on Lake X. I'm gonna tighten up my hat because the wind's blowing pretty good. And like I say, I'm no expert. And this is the first video I've ever taken of myself fishing. And I don't know how well I'll do, but we'll see if we can't find something. I'm gonna start right by the boat ramp. These little lakes here, it's a little pressure, and people drive across the other side of the lake, and they kind of skip right next to the boat ramp. So I'm gonna try that, even though I just kind of disturbed that area. I'm still gonna try it. So we'll see what we come up with. I'm gonna start out the easy way, work my way upwind, and there's kind of a point that runs out this way, and I'm gonna work my way along that point into the wind and see if I can't find something. And I'm gonna start out with kind of a staple. I've got a 3.5 inch tube, Texas rigged here. So it's nice and weedless, and we're gonna start out with that, try it out. These colder conditions, I'm going to kind of work it real slow. There's a bite. Oh, come on. There's a bite. Seemed like he let it go right away. Maybe my color is just a little bit off. All right. I'm going to attempt to change to a different bait here. The way this wind is blowing, I'm going to have to be fairly quick about it here. Dig around in here a little bit. Try some of these babies. Already the wind's pushing us around in a circle here, but I really like big bite baits. A lot of people don't know this, so I used to have a fishing lure business, and I used to fish bass tournaments a lot. I was never very good, but it was an easy way to spend $100 on entry fee, and then $200 in fuel, and then fish all day, and then be upset with yourself at the end of the day because you didn't do worth a crap. But now I just fish for fun, and some peace of mind therapy. You can't drive this plow stuff over with a skid loader every day, so you got to find something else to do. Oh, he's in the pads. I got him on though. He's up on what's left of them pads. Hopefully I got him on here still. Come on, baby. I think he's probably gotten off. Yep, he gone. Hey, I got a big one. I'd spin you around, kind of show you what we're working with here. Small little lake, lily pads all around. Some big ones too. Big old lily pads. Like the side. Good fertile lake here, and I've caught, one was about 5 pounds I caught here at this lake, and caught another 3-pounder and a bunch of, a couple 3-pounders and a bunch of smaller ones, maybe 2.5. 2 pounds, 2.5 pounds, and I've only been here like 4 times, and it's usually just in the afternoon, after work. You know, earlier this summer you'd have, a good 3 hours to fish. Today I left a little, don't tell nobody, but I left early. I left work early today so I could go fishing. But I just wanted to kind of change up the scenery here a little bit. You guys have been probably getting sick of watching me not catch anything, so. Yeah, beautiful little lake, less than 100 acres, I would say. This is actually a bait that I made myself. We had custom made the mold for the head, and I used to put these twist eyes on here so you guys could run a leader, not lose these to a muskie. But that squeak, that squeal is where it's at. And now that my boat's floating away in the weeds, I'm gonna get back up in the front. Try these next. Big bite. Big brush hog, watermelon purple skull. There we go. Stay on, baby. Gotta drag him through the weeds. Oh, that's a little guy. Oh, it's just a little baby. Just a little baby. But it's a clue. That's a better one. Not a giant, but it's legal. Oh, come here. All right, not fucking around. Excuse my French. There we go. That's a better one. It's probably a 14 and a half, 15 inch. Good 2-pounder, nice and fat. Oh. There we go. Now we're talking. I think it's 4-2. He's on a comeback. He's on the comeback tour. Let's see if we got another one on that log right there. Well, guys, it's getting kind of chilly out here. It's only 20 after 6, but it feels like it's probably down in near 60 degrees already. I think it's supposed to get into the 30s at night up here in Wisconsin here coming up this weekend. So firewood sales are getting busier and busier, and I won't have as much time to get out fishing or doing anything other than work in here coming up with the shows. And make sure you come check us out at the Paul Bunyan Show in Ohio. That's coming up soon. Anyways, I'm gonna pack up here, head out home, and see if I can't find some vittles. Maybe stop and get a hot stuffed pizza on the way home or something. Getting hungry. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Maybe I'll put some pictures in, like fish I caught on other trips earlier this year, because this one wasn't all that great, but did catch a few, nothing big, but you know what they say, bad day of fishing, it's better than a good day at work. So take care, guys. Catch you on the next one.